strange witchery is this?
Oh, look at you. Tell me, do you always slink around with the air of a child caught drawing naughty pictures in church? What are you so afraid of, lad? Daddy's belt? Or is it Daddy's... pecker? Oh, I really don't feel like chatting now. Why don't you go home to your wife and kids? Maybe follow your... Give them my regards. Ha! You're cute when you think anyone should... Give them my regards. Until we meet again. Ha! Here today, gone tomorrow.
An illusion.
Life's a dream.
This fellow must be quite proud of himself. Ha! Clever.
Didn't I tell you to leave? Wasn't I clear that you're not welcome here? Ugh, you can't teach a fool anything.
That was even easier than I thought.
What a fool you are. In what world does treasure simply appear from on high?
That was even easier than I thought.
But it's a riddle, isn't it? A conundrum. What's it you'll have to solve? I thought you looked clueless, all right? Thing is, it's about the letters, isn't it? One for each thing. Easy. Yeah, sure. Hope you don't die. Well, nice to meet you too.
Rubbish.
Ooh, how pensively out.
You see yourself in the mirror. It's quite a sight.
Time to die.
sense something nearby.
I need aid.
Right where I want you.
Open your eyes. Time to go.
to you. Now you don't.
see it. Now you don't. Reach the window for me.
As you pick up the ring, you feel a cold, dark pain shoot up your arm. Your mind itches. You don't hear, but feel a whisper in your...
That's plenty. Look at that wand. It hums with inner source.
You made it all this way.
He trembles and seems to shudder with a quiet sob.
I'm cursed, you know. Bloody Bracchus bound me here to protect his vault. He has my soul in that jar just there. And as long as the jar stays unbroken, I can never truly die. I don't rightly know. This was the Source King's way. Befriend you, then destroy you. I was a fool to expect I'd be an exception. His favor was intoxicating. That's no excuse, but it is. Really?
He drops to his knees before you and grabs onto your...
Thank you.
This jar glitters and glows. From within, you think you can make out the distant sound of laughter. The jar on the plinth before you seems the pictograms spin to life, and you're dragged into a dream. You see, as you roam, the human apes turn away from you, all but one. One smiles, one he promises power, for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one by... You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but he promised he'd take me home, you cry. You are home, she smiles as she seals. Your hand drops away from the soul jar, your skin prickling. In the back of your mind, you hear a small, scared voice whimper before fading to nothing. As you reach into the jar, the source flows into your body. You feel warm. You blink. And for a split second, you're looking through the soul's eye. The image only lasts a moment, and then you're back, the empty soul. The long-dead lizard's visions fade.
I can't help but sympathize with him. He just wanted to...
One can't help but have a bit of sympathy. Who wouldn't want to return to their home?
What he did shames his...
The soul jar stands on... You see, or rather, you feel, a far-off land. Frozen breath hangs. Your vision swims. You're older, but perhaps not wiser. You march at the scene twists again. Now Braccusa stands before you, a beautiful woman at his side. You lash out in treasonous rage, but cold arms bind you. You feel a jolt and open your eyes to see the soul jar before you, lying still, and a human spirit slips from the ruins of the jar. decked in necromancer robes, she turns to you, bows, and
My eternal thanks, young one. Oh, timely death.
the necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
They may have been a necromancer, but they did not feel evil. Misguided, perhaps.
No one deserves the fear and pain I felt in that vision.
One must wonder how many more lives they took, how much more misery the scum.
Good find.
It's been cursed.
This jar glitters, and with a jerk, your mind is pulled to a scene in a tavern. You see a dwarf in the center of the room, joking us all around roar with laughter. All bar the zombies, who are slavishly serving food and drink. The door opens, and a tall, beautiful woman stalks into the room. She's flanked by heavily armed guards. You can't make out her words, but see the fear in the dwarf's eyes. The dwarf mutters a word, and the undead lurch towards the intruder, but are cut down like wheat. The dwarf tries to run, pushing her friends into the woman's path, but is grabbed before she can escape. As she's dragged away to a tower, you hear her cursing Braccusa Rex and his whore. Even when she's thrown inside and the door sealed, you pull your hand away from the jar, your head swimming. You can feel the dwarf's cold terror still twist. The jar shatters like glass.
Oh, beautiful. Thank
The
you.
vision fades.
My death waits.
She must have been acting against Braccusa Rex for him to have come for her.
Honestly, making the dead do menial work sounds kinder than having the living do it.
Being locked in a tower was more kindness than any necromancer deserves.
The jar before you may have... The soul jar rocks slightly, light flashing from underneath its lid. On its rim, you can just barely make out the name Gratiana. As soon as you touch the jar's cracked surface, you see a vision of splendor, silks, fine food, and decadent lechery. But underneath it all lies bone and blood. The vision shifts. You see burning villages, slaughtered women and children. You see her purging one. A shadow falls across. As you pull your hand away, you can feel a deep, longing sadness.
Nice.
The terrible vision fades.
Gratiana's life was selfish and
Whatever a person may have done in life, they can always be redeemed.
However her life began, it ended well. No one should be damned because of their youth.
A soul jar rests when you touch the glass. Your vision, you emerge on the prow of a fine ship. Your armor pulses with enchantment. Your flag flies for Braccusa Rex, a tyrant who traded for your soul. The vision fades as the soul thrashes, trying to sever your connection. To be soulless is a horrible, empty fate. You seek out Braccusa's vault, but the moment you reach, thus imprisoned, you can only dream about what is out of reach. The vision shatters as the soul the soul jar pulses with trapped light. What remains of the outraged soul molds itself into a defiant skull. Glass.
Snake! Worm!
The soul jar stands. You see the scene. You feel a jolt and open your eyes. A human's.
My eternal thanks, young one.
The necromancer's memories fade to black, but the feelings remain.
They may have been a necromancer, but they did not feel evil.
No one deserves the fear.
One must wonder.
The jar on the plinth before you seems the pictograms as you roam. The human apes turn away from you, all but one. One smiles, one opens his arms, one says he'll take you. He promises power, for a price. He picks off your golden scales, one. You try to fight, try to reclaim what's yours, but a woman takes you by the... He promised he'd take me home, you cry. Your hand drops away from the soldier. You see it.
Farewell to flesh.
The long-dead lizard's visions fade.
I can't help but sympathize with him.
One can't help but have a bit of sympathy.
What he did
The deity's head and hands are missing, severed as if by a sword. You can't tell if this was meant to be symbolic somehow, or a mere act of vandalism. As you take in its chiseled details, you have a vision. The statue comes to life and embraces you awkwardly with its...
That shrine seems to have brought me here. What is this place?
Quackus, where are we? No leaves, no trees, no soil. This is horrific!
The ethereal figure before you raises the visor of his highly polished helm. Beneath it, his handsome face is weary.
You pray not at my shrines. Can't say I'm surprised. You, my...
He spits over his shoulder, folding thick arms across his steel bound.
You don't recall me, do you? I am Ralik, prime among the seven, and father of all humans. Father of you. I preferred you as a child, pious and devout, remember? I called you to follow me, and so you did.
Ralik gazes at your upright form, a contemptuous frown creased.
Look at you now. My child, a killer for hire. You can't hide. I see the dead who whisper your name as they pass the threshold of the halls of echoes. And who's to blame? Yes, you've taken a low road, Ifan. But you're not dead yet.
He stares at you. As you gaze back into his deep green eyes, you feel your whole consciousness following. You notice every shade of stone within, from iridescent emerald, the verdant pools encompass you. There is nothing. Suddenly, a vision coalesces. You see yourself, the bright and zealous crusader you once were. You are breathless, scouting through deep forest. You are racing with a message of utmost importance for the elven people. You make it to civilization. Too late. An explosion devastates the beating heart of the elven city. Ancestor trees thud to earth, strong trunks crack even louder than the horrified gasping on the fumes. You are dragged to safety by a wolf who appears out of nowhere. He pulls you free, clawing an elven woman who gets in your way. She clutches your ankle with her hand, grip tight as a vice. As you reach down to help, her hand falls away, lifeless. Through the haze, the death fog, you see her dead eyes, black and staring. Through her lifeless eyes you fall. You see them, Legion. The thousands slain that day, those you were too late to save. The hundreds slain by your own hands since then. Mountains of corpses. You see the motherless children left behind. The scarred slaves sold to the highest bidder. Choices you made, contracts you took. The army of the lost gaze at you silently, their loathing and reproach palpable. Encased in pitch black of deadest night, you know not which way is up and which way down. Vertigo spins your senses as you see the consequences of each choice you made. One damning choice. The guilt you tried to escape from lies here, bare, throbbing. It was waiting for you here all along, in this filthy chamber at the base of your rotten heart. Your pain pulses, ebbs and flows, undamned. You widen your eyes, striving to see further, but a stinging slap drags you back to reality. Rallick stands before you, gimlet eyes hard now.
Pity won't bring them back. Nothing can bring them back. But you can yet come back yourself. Long ago, you turned your face away from all...
Rallick slaps you again, full force. He stares into your eyes with challenge.
That's what I'm looking for. That crusader courage. The courage to...
Rallick punches you full in the face. You feel a familiar sensation as the delicate bones of your oft-broken nose give way. He catches your arm in one vice-like fist and dangles you above the ground. He laughs. You feel rage surge within you, barely containable. Feel it electrifying the blood in your veins, pumping through you. You feel like yourself. Rallick smirks and rises to his feet, wiping your blood from his now scarlet armor.
That's it, Ben Mesd! That fierce spark of zeal is why I chose you, why I saved you from that sinking ship. You tried to hide it behind apathy, but the light shines through. Embrace who you really are. Why did you become a crusader in the first place? You heard my call, not Lucian's. So fight for me. I need you. The Seven didn't abandon Rivlon. We are trapped here, powerless and squabbling. You, ruthless son of humanity, you will be my champion in the world. You are my God-woken. I will grant you my blessing, fierce wolf. It will aid you on the path out of this place. And then...
Rallick steps towards you, solemn of face and bearing. He raises his right hand and presses it upon your heart. A surge of warmth and well-being rushes through you.
You may have noticed I've tried to help you on your journey. I blessed the water beneath your feet so that it would aid you. Now, you have the power for... And this is only the beginning. More and greater powers await you, if only you will seek them. Now go, God-woken. Go with my blessing. Let it remind you always of who you are. In time, I will ask more of you. But now, your goal is simple. Survive. Escape the grasp of my child. You and you alone must run. But before you lope away, let me ask. You are traveling with company, yes? Be aware, they are not your friends. They are your rivals. They are God-woken too. But you are the one who will be a god, none other. Keep your claws, see everything from two sides. Take the wolf that saved you, that follows you so dutifully. Watch him. The wildest... Oh, and Losa, that pretty little one you think of at night. Kill her now. Until we meet again, my child.
Blessed branches, we've returned. Every second we spent in that hellish place was a second the great acorn drew closer. Interesting? You thought it was interesting, Quercus? Do you know what's interesting? Watching an entire world be strangled by the roots of doom, seeing the giant races fall like leaves in frost. I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly calm. Anyway, as interesting as that cold hellscape might have been, it does not solve our problem. We are here to stop the great acorn, not hide from it. It's already helping more than it knows, Quercus. The fate of the world depends on our ability to research us. We need to travel across the land, gathering clues, experimenting with different magics, and come up, of course, for us to do that, we must avoid being eaten by the servants of the great acorn. And that is where our big, foolhardy shield... Quercus! Quercus, it thinks it can use magic at our... No! I am not going to share our magic with it. I don't care. Very well, I cannot give it magic, but I can teach it how to forge one...
The squirrel reaches out, touching your foot with a delicate paw, and you feel your mind open. You can see the forces of magic and...
There. Maybe now your pet will have a fighting chance. Yes, yes, you're welcome, but can we please...
Your eyes brim with inquiry, so ask. Unless you love the idea of a life knee-deep in swamp water, I suggest we look for a ship. You don't say. I too had the pleasure. Of course, when I say pleasure, I mean the distinct dishonor. What always happens? I'd rather not talk about it.
She hesitates, but you can tell she wants to speak.
The thing is, Dilius, the old father, the Golden Leaf, he wants me to become the next divine.
Her eyes fix on some unseen thing of dark.
Beware of gods bearing divinity. And yet, he treated me. A devotee, forced to kneel, forced to worship. His was an exercise in power. Brutal, Like all true power, his was a lesson, meant to discipline, not... Why would I obey such a god? How clueless you do sound. Speak if you wish to. In a final heart. Why did you assume I wouldn't? The only thing that springs eternal, and water from springs, of course, and flowers from the ground, one must cull to cultivate. So they are. My arms are... One day I'll know who they were, the ones on my right arm. And one day, they'll all be dead, the ones on my left. They are the ones I was forced to kill. I don't know why. I can't recall. But I kept their names, and with their names, I will honor them. By taking the life of he who the master. A lizard, but not any lizard. A spectre in the if he be a demon, as the frightened claim, I will be a demon hunter. If he be a god, as the cowering, until it is over, I will be nothing but vengeance. A day on the beach I'll be after.
She returns your smile, though you...
A lovely little promise to make. A thorny one. We'll see how bloodied you're willing to get to pluck the one rose lost. Still, I do appreciate the sentiment. Those are the breadcrumbs. They are... inconsequential. Candles snuffed out by a brighter flame, if I do say so myself.
It was madness! Big fire boom, lightning crash! One moment, sun! The next, I feel darkness inside me, then noise! So much noise! I hid in a stump. I'm not a stupid squirrel. I have much stowed away for hard... But I saw them! I saw the shinies! Shinies! Darkness left, then light again. Warm. Saw glints in sand and dirt. Can't go there now. Salamanders. They like the meat. I don't want to be meat. Yay! Okay. I hope you find
The stone gargoyle trains glistening agate eyes upon you. Its jaws creak open, raining dust as it begins to speak.
You are not Braccusa Rexa. Welcome home, Master. It's stuck fast. I'll need something to prise it open. It's stuck fast. I'll need something to prise it open.
Stern eyes and a sterner face stare into your very soul. Under the inescapable...
Another crawling rat, tracking your stinking paws beneath my nose. Vermin are not tolerated in my house. Begone! Do not doubt my power. I merely wish you gone. You are gone. Begone!
It's stuck fast. I'll need something to prise it open.
Look out!
The door
I see a
won't
trap
budge.
nearby.
And the lock is of a type I've never encountered outside this maze. Curious.
These skulls crumble to dust after one use.
The gargoyle taps one stony claw upon its plinth as it rasps a message to you.
Riddle me this, wanderer. How would mighty Braccusa douse a man on fire?
Fire! It burns! It won't stop!
Your inmates have long awaited your return, Your Highness. Welcome back.